Okay, so this video is supposed to be really short. This is just tracking my progress. I guess the journey isn't about how linear the process is or how quickly the process is. It's just about getting it done, and it's about determination to get it done, even through your own excuses and setbacks. So, from my last workout, it's been weeks. But I reorganized some stuff for sure. I got some stuff together. I got a really solid plan down, which I think is really going to help. Today is April. Technically, it's my April 15th. I went to work, and I think the best time for me to go to work is right after. Go to the gym is right after I get off of work, which definitely helps things. But long story short, I reorganized my entire workouts and goals to fit what I want to do at some point. Like, there's like a 3-year, 5-year goal that I have that I want to be in the best shape I possibly can be in by the age of 38 or 39 or 40 or whatever. And it doesn't happen overnight. Happens with a ton of consistency. And honestly, I had to do some reorganizing in the sense of just getting specific, solid, long-term goals and also manageable goals in there. So I kind of set a goal that may be a little bit too out of my range or peak right now. Right now, last time I checked my weight, I was at 424 pounds. And that was like a couple weeks ago. I was at 424. And the goal that I had set during that time was in November or December. It was to run a marathon. Today I actually went through and plotted out and planned out the fullness of trying to, like, what does that look like naturally, like practically, because I do believe in SMART goals which are not just like you make them and you never reach them, but goals that are achievable. So the SMART goals I had to make, I actually had to be willing to, if I in realistic nature, if I can't do the full marathon, that should be able to do a half marathon. But I think it's definitely achievable if I lock in right now to like this consistently to, and I broke it. I have a week by week workout plan, and it just progresses and progresses and progresses the more you're consistent. So here I am, being consistent, second time being here. I did chest day today. I'm pretty sure I mixed up one of the workouts, but it's fine. We were here, did cardio before, did cardio after. Again, so the goal as a whole is long term is to be able to compete in triathlons and those different things. And but right now it's just competing in against yourself, against myself, and the daily grind of just getting here. And I think there's a whole lot of apprehension involved. I think I got to get a whole lot better just cutting through my own excuses and not giving myself the leeway and excuses and say, oh, I'm tired. Oh, tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I guess this is going to take a whole lot more consistency than what I had imagined before. I'd rather, like everybody else, want to change stuff overnight, but that's not how stuff works. So anyway, so I guess overall, I reorganized stuff so strategically and specifically, like down to the detail, down to my meal plans, down to how much protein I need to hit per day, down to what I need to go to the grocery store and buy, down to what sort of meals do I need to prepare for the week, right? I guess going from Monday to Monday, whatever, that's what they want. But I think I'm just working from the days that I have 30 weeks. So this is going to be week 1 of 30. I guess a reset. So working week 1 of 30 to get to marathon or half marathon status. I've ran 1.5 marathon before. I'm going to try to run it again, and we'll just see what happens from here. But yeah, that's basically it. That's a little update. Also, in a random escapade, I went out and did an open mic night with some of the music that I wrote and put together. Have to put out each one of those songs that I made live and acoustic, so because people keep thinking that I didn't write those songs and I never came up with those melodies, and it's not me. It doesn't originate from me. It originates from somewhere else. Um, but like I said, that's a different story for a different time. The good news is we got to the gym today. We worked out. We got cardio in. We did like 4 or 5 simple chest exercises. I added some flies in there. I added some chest flies and some upward pec type stuff. Have not been in there in a while. Not really sure, but anyways, looking forward to the progression. Probably going to come back here tomorrow after work. I'm probably going to also double down on just the walking because I'm at 424 pounds. I think that's the reality is I can't run until like a couple months from now. So I have to walk. I have to pace myself and work myself up to running again, which is that's just humility, man. That's humility. I guess I gotta save my joints too. So here I am. I haven't done much running anyway, but I think it's definitely where I want to get back to. Again, if the least I do is a half marathon by November or December or sometime in there, that's going to be okay, right? That's going to be good. But at max, if I can, I would like to do a full marathon, but realistically, that may not be possible. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know how this thing is going to progress. It said the max loss could be, if I lock in, could be 90 to 100 pounds. Or like the organization that I use to get our stuff organized. The conservative estimate was probably like 60 to 70 or 80. And then the other one was probably more like 50 or 60 or something. So it's like, it's a range, right? But I know if I lock in and I have a goal, which now I do have, to do this. I also know that, I want to say this honestly, I guess it's not just trying to say this to toot my own horn. It's, I think, the other motivation that I have. I remember a guidance counselor in college I had. He's like, well, whatever you need to motivate yourself. So I think there's a part of me that has heard a lot of the chatter and raging of other people. And I'm not going to sit here and say it's Satan, yelling at me or whatever. But it's just the resistance of criticism from other people has been wild, man. Like I had some guy I grew up with named Alex, and he was like, hey, well, hey, you're gonna do that? I gotta see that, huh? You're just fat, huh? That's basically what he said. And so it's kind of pisses me off. And I remember guys like him. I remember girls like Melody Stroll, like years ago, say, oh, yeah, I want to get a 6-pack. I want to do this. She laughed at me. So I guess, somewhere in my mind, even though I'm a Christian and we're not supposed to think about some of that stuff, that's what I'm thinking about in my head. I'm thinking about some of that stuff. I want to prove some of these people wrong, for sure. And, in the long term. So again, I got the workout done today. This is the reset again. This is a restart of a workout. I have 30 weeks to follow through. I have some active rest days. Basically, the goal is to be moving 6 out of 7 days of the week. It's to be stationary less and less and less and less and less, which I think that's the habitual reality that I'm in. I also think for some reason I've struggled with some form of seasonal depression, and I'm not really sure why, but I think a part of getting out of that depression is doing positive things and, getting myself active and engaged. So, all right, guys, that's it. It's just an update. I guess this is for me. So hopefully, going forward, this is the, we follow through with this. We lock in. This is lock-in time. Okay? So, had to reset, but we're back. We didn't quit. Update it with my drinking. I'm probably going to cut out, diet soda, as much as I like it. To maybe once a week, if any. I guess I'll use diet soda as my cheat meal. And just drink a ton of water. Anyways, God bless. And in the words of my friend Russ Lunning, through Rasheed Wallace, it was both teams play hard, my man. Both teams play hard. God bless and good night.